Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Wednesday, the 3rd of February, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Netball AGM set for later this month, and in our feature for this evening, we feature the closing segment of the Sportspersons Award ceremony held last week. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
Welcome to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive.
But the warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
Well, I'm back and we start with netball. The Nevis Netball Association cordially invites all netball teams, coaches, administrators, umpires and enthusiasts to its annual general meeting and election of officers slated for Wednesday, 17th February at 5:30 p.m. The meeting will take place at the Alberta Payne Community Centre located in Bath Village. Now to cricket. A recent press release from the Leeward Islands Masters Cricket Association has indicated that the annual Masters Cricket Tournament has been cancelled for this year. The press release reads as follows. The executive of the Leeward Islands Masters Cricket Association met virtually on Sunday, 24th January. Several matters of interest related to Masters cricket in the region were thoroughly discussed. One such matter was the possible hosting of the annual tournament 2021 during the course of this year. The COVID-19 protocols were looked at pertaining to the hosting of the tournament, and it was eventually decided that with all of the necessary COVID-19 measures still very much in effect throughout the world, that it would not be prudent to host the tournament this year, 2021. The Leeward Masters Cricket Association regrets any inconvenience that this decision may cause, but believe that it is a wise thing to do at this time. Member territories are kindly asked to relay feedback and any suggestions that may guide the process going forward to President Anthony Rollins. End of press release. On the international scene, England international Tom Banton has heaped praise on West Indies counterpart Nicholas Pooran, describing the left-hander as the best in the world when it comes to clearing the ropes in the short format of the game. Banton was speaking after Pooran smashed a pulsating 89 from just 26 balls at the Abu Dhabi T10 tournament on Sunday, an innings that included 12 sixes. Pooran, captaining the Northern Warriors, has now scored 162 runs from just 56 balls across his 3 T20 appearances so far. My goodness, that's a lot of hitting. Qualander's opener Banton believes the left-hander is now getting the recognition he deserves and plans to chat with Pooran about his approach to the game. He's a different level, that guy, Banton told ESPN. Mid-lunch from his hotel room balcony, anyone that bowls to him, he'll get a hold of. I reckon he's the best in the world at the minute at hitting sixes. Why not play for the West Indies, Pooran? We'll take this break and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
It would have made my day if I could hear from you tonight. You know, Facebook and Twitter building up with such a hype. Don't forget your WhatsApp and your Instagram so nice. Let's just socialize with Digicel and start time.
For years, we've been your favorite 4G mobile network. Now there's Digicel Play. Digital cable TV and broadband internet in Nevis, delivering the fastest and most reliable service to your home or business. So enjoy social media on your smartphone and now surf with our super fast broadband and watch the most popular TV channels in HD. The ultimate in mobile and home entertainment is finally here. Experience extraordinary. Digicel.
Well, I'm back, and tonight we feature the latter segment of the Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year 2020 Awards. Let's take in this.
Now, at this point in time, we want to invite to make some remarks our Minister of Sports, Honorable Eric Evelyn. Put your hands together, please, for Mr. Evelyn.
Thank you very much, PS Glasgow. And let me also recognize the Director of Sports, Mr. Jamia Claxton, our representatives who will be receiving the awards, and of course the representative from the Best Buy supermarket. I want to join with the others in commending Mr. Curtis Morton for this initiative. When he called me or when he spoke to me a couple of days ago and spoke to me about the initiative, I thought it was something that is very fitting. And of course, I don't think there's anyone more fitting to adjudicate on this matter than Mr. Morton, because wherever sports is being played on the island of Nevis, Mr. Morton is there. I don't know how he gets it done, but he's there practically for every sporting event that is happening on the island. And so, as Glasgow would have pointed out, he would have followed the sporting events, he would have followed the competitors, he would have followed the sportsmen and sportswomen. And so I believe he would have done an incredible job in coming up with who he thinks fits the bill to become the sportsman and the sportswoman of the year. I also wanted this time to commend the sportsman and sportswoman of the year. You will hear who they are in a while, but I believe that they would have excelled at their particular sporting discipline, and I believe that they can be very proud today to receive such an award. Of course, as you would have heard as well from Jamir, sports, as everything else, took a hit this last year with the COVID, but I was very delighted and pleased when the COVID task force saw it fit to ensure that we continue to have sports. Sports is extremely important, and we are happy that through the instrumentality of the task force, through the efforts of the sporting organization, through the efforts of the Department of Sports here on the island of Nevis, we were able to get sports back on the cards here on Nevis during 2020, and of course we will continue to do that in 2021. So I want once again to commend the task force for your efforts, commend the department and all its sporting organizations to ensure that we have sports being played on the island of Nevis. So once again, high commendation to all who have been involved, and of course I cannot exclude the Best Buy supermarket for partnering with Mr. Morton in this initiative. Of course, whatever we do on Nevis, in our ministry in particular, we always try to look partners. And it's good when corporate citizens like Best Buy could come on board and sponsor an initiative like this. So once again, commendation and kudos to the Best Buy supermarket for partnering with us and being the sponsor of this initiative. I wanted this time to just announce who the two awardees are, and in the sports woman category, the winner is Miss Tashika Bowen, and she is a netballer. I would have seen her on the court at the Brown Hillard court last year, and she was amazingly outstanding. And I think she played for the winning team. Yes, she played for the winning team. And I also want to congratulate the sportsman of the year as chosen by Mr. Morton, who is Mr. Kezron Archibald. And I'm particularly pleased that Kezron is receiving the award. Kezron would have been the recipient of some assistance from my ministry to go off to Jamaica, and he would have done a training, and he's back now, so he now has a bachelor's degree. And I'm also proud to say Kezron is a part of my club, the Empire Sports Club. So congratulations to Kezron, congratulations to Miss Bowen, and I will now ask the representative of Best Buy to join me to make the presentations.
Okay, as you would have heard from the Honorable Minister, the sportswoman is Tashika Bowen for 2020 here on Nevis, and the sportsman is Kezron Colin Archibald. In the area, of course, I think, well, he excelled in cricket. You would recall that he would have been called up for which team, Jamir? The St. Kitts Nevis Patriots for the and the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. Okay, yes, Kezron Archibald. And of course, the awardees would be receiving a food voucher for $200. A voucher for $200 to shop at any of the Best Buy supermarkets in Gingerland or in Charlestown, all right? As well as in St. Kitts. You know, you have a very wide choice. All right. We would allow the representative for Best Buy supermarket to say something briefly.
We, the staff of Best Buy, would like to thank you guys to be a part of this opportunity and to congratulate the sportswomen and men of the year.
We have the sportswoman here, Tashika Bowen, and we want to really congratulate her for her exploits and for doing so well, for excelling in the tournament that we recently had for netball here on Nevis in 2020. That was organized by the Department of Sports and the Nevis Netball Association, and it was played in November and December in 2020. Congratulations, Miss Bowen.
Good afternoon, all.
Yes, good afternoon.
First, I have to thank God. If it wasn't for Him, nothing would be possible right now. I want to give a special thanks to the organization of sport of St. Kitts and Nevis. I'm so elated to be selected as the sportswoman of 2020. Such a tremendous feeling to be standing right on this platform right now. Thanks again to Best Buy for the voucher and to all my supporters who stick around throughout the tournament, and to my team Venomous Vixen for the support from beginning to end. Thanks again.
Thank you very much, Miss Bowen. Well said. And now we will have the representative for Mr. Kezron Colin Archibald. His aunt is here, so he is well represented. I think he's out on an assignment with the Leeward Islands Hurricanes, and so he's well represented here today by his aunt, Miss Tasha Brown. And of course, as I would have indicated, he would have excelled in cricket. He was called up for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, for the CPL, and he also plays for the Leeward Islands Hurricanes.
Sportsman of the Year.
Yes, we would now hear from the representative of the Sportsman of the Year for 2020 here on Nevis.
On behalf of Kezron, I would just like to say thank you to Mr. Morton for thinking of him in this way, and for the Ministry and Department of Sports for always supporting him in his attempts to achieve his goals. He couldn't be here right now because he's working on one of those goals, but I know that he would be extremely grateful for you for thinking of him and for Best Buy in joining with them in providing this support. So thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you very much, Tasha. I think you have represented your nephew very, extremely well. Okay, we are close to the end. I want to thank Best Buy for partnering, of course, with the Ministry of Social Development, the Department of Sports, and of course the Department of Information, and of course our communications unit is well represented here this afternoon. So this has been a collaboration between Best Buy and of course a number of our departments under the purview of the Ministry of Social Development. At this point, I will now call on the person responsible for organizing this short, small, but very important event, Mr. Curtis Morton, who is our sportscaster at the Department of Information, Nevis Television. Mr. Morton, put your hands together, please, for Mr. Morton. I think that he deserves a big round of applause for this initiative.
Good afternoon, everyone. Definitely, over the years, the Ministry of Sports, Department of Sports would have done Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year presentations, but it has been a little lacking in a couple of years. And so I just thought that people would have excelled, and the initiative would be good to give them something to look forward to. And so I was wondering what we could give them. These are hard times. And I was thinking about a trophy. And then the thought came to me, trophies can't eat. Right, Miss Bowen? Trophies can't eat. So the thought came to me to approach a supermarket so that we could get something. I wanted to go higher. I was thinking about $1,000. Where's the rep? I was thinking about $1,000 food voucher. But I said, maybe if I say 1,000, they will say no. So I'll start small, hoping that next year it could go up a little bit. So right away, I must say, Mr. Rudy Duggins said yes. And I want you all to give Mr. Rudy Duggins and his Best Buy supermarket a big round of applause for accepting to take this on. And I want to thank the ministry for the support. Minister Evelyn was very much on board right away. P.S. Glasgow and his whole office staff, they were very much on board. I want to thank them so much for being a part of it. But Minister, I want to throw out a challenge. I want to say next year, let it not be me. I would hope the ministry will take the initiative. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be a 4 seasons event. You see, where we end up in Best Buy, you know, just show some appreciation, show some love in some small, meaningful way. And I'm sure, Ms. Bowens, you appreciate it, right? I'm sure they would appreciate it, whoever they are. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a one-man adjudication system. It would be like you put a team together and you look at all the stats and everything and you say, this is the person and so on. Right, so I'm throwing a little challenge out for the end of the year, hoping that the ministry will take it to another level and hoping that Best Buy would remain on board. But before I close, Ms. Bowen, I have an additional for you. It's something that was just thought of, and so I don't have the thing in my hand because somebody was to bring something here so I could give it to you and to Tasha. But here's what is happening. In recent times, I've been asked to be a representative of MASA, the Medical Aid Services Association, which takes you to the island in an emergency when seconds matter. And so I'm a representative of MASA. And I'm happy to say today that on behalf of MASA, I'm also presenting you, I don't have it here in my hand, but I'm going to get it to you, 2 lunches at Buddy's. And that also goes to, no, Tasha, this wouldn't be for you. This would wait till Kezron comes back, but lunch for 2 at Buddy's. And Buddy's made sure to say, and it includes a drink. And that would be at your convenience, Ms. Bowen. Whenever you decide to take whoever to lunch, that's your convenience. Yes, Tasha collects on behalf of Kezron. So when Kezron returns, he will get to go for his lunch. Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.